Let's see some PYQs of the fundamental duties. The first question, 2011 asked, Constitution of India, which of the following is not fundamental duty? So, right to vote in the public election. Vote in the public election, it is not fundamental duty. To develop the scientific timber, it is fundamental duty. To safeguard public property, it is fundamental duty. Abide by the constitution and respect its ideal. This is fundamental duty. So, vote in the public election is not fundamental duty. Remember that. The second one, which of the following is are among the fundamental duties of the citizen laid down the Indian Constitution? 2012, this question was asked. To prevent the right to prevent the rich heritage of our composite culture. This is correct. This is comes under the fundamental duty. To protect the weaker section of the social justice. This is not fundamental duty. This is comes under the DPSP. To develop the scientific temper and spirit inquiry. This is correct. The strive towards the excellence in all sphere of the individual and collective activity. This is also correct. So option 1 is right, 2 is wrong, 3 is right, 4 is right. So option C is the right. Next, third question, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity, integrity of the India, to provide in the this question asked 2015. The preamble of the Constitution, no. Even these sovereignty, unity, integrity, these words mention, objectives mentioned in the preamble, but entire sentence is comes under the fundamental duty. So answer is directly fundamental duty. Fourth one, which of the following statement is our true fundamental duties of the Indian citizen? Fundamental duties Indian citizen. Let's see option. A legislative process has been provided to the enforce these fundamental duties. No, we can't go to court in the violation of the fundamental duties, so there is no enforceable. These are all not enforceable, non-justiciable in nature. Second option, this is wrong. Second option, they are correlated to legal duties. No, there is no correlated to legal duties. There is no such kind of enforceable to go to court. So option A, D is right. Next one, fundamental duties incorporated in the Constitution. Which part fundamental duties is incorporated? Part 4A, Part 3 Fundamental Rights, Part 4 DPSP, Part 4A is FD, Fundamental Duties. So fundamental duties is correct. The next question, fundamental duties are borrowed from which country? USSR. Only one democratic country is following the fundamental duties, that is Japan. So USA, from USA we borrowed fundamental rights. Ireland we borrowed DPSP. UK we borrowed parliamentary form of government or cabinet government. Canada we borrow federation with the strong center. Next question, let's see. Seventh one, following provisions incorporated in the fundamental duties. So to uphold the protect the sovereignty, integrity, unity of India. This is the fundamental duty. This is right. This is incorporated in the fundamental duty. To promote the harmony, spirit of common brotherhood among all the people of India. This is also fundamental duty. To provide the opportunities for the education each child from 6 to 14 years. This is added by the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act 2002. This is the 11th fundamental duty. So remember that this is important for another questions also. This is also right. To protect, improve the natural environment. This is also fundamental duty. These for all fundamental duties added by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, but which relate to age 6 to 14 years education. Education for the children, it is added by the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act 2002. This fundamental duty number is 11. So all are the correct. Option D is the correct. Eighth question, fundamental duties were added in the Constitution of India. So they were added 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. Ninth question, when the 11th fundamental duty were added in the constitution? Just before we discussed 86th Constitutional Amendment Act 2002. So it is added the 11th fundamental duty. So 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act added the total 10 fundamental duties. 11th one added by the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act. So total 11 fundamental duties today. Next question. At the present, how many fundamental duties in the constitution? So just before we discuss, total 11 fundamental duties are there in the constitution. So if the question asks originally how many fundamental duties are added to the constitution, so answer is 10. Originally 10, but later today it is 11. Indian constitution fundamental duties are given on which article? Only one article. There is no question related to this. All this only one article, that is 51A. Part 51A Part 4A. Fundamental duties are incorporated. Next question. Which of the following committee advocated for Indian Constitution? So which committee is suggested for this? Swaran Singh committee is suggested for this. Verma committee had the observation of fundamental duties. So Swaran Singh committee suggested for this fundamental duties is need to be incorporated in the Constitution of India because of the during emergency time 1975-77. So when the prevention of the insult of National Honor Act, Prevention of Insult to National Honor Act, this act is 1971. Fundamental duties are non-justiciable. These are all non-justiciable. Fundamental DPSP also non-justiciable. Fundamental rights, we can go for the court, but they are not absolute. Fundamental rights is also not absolute. Preamble is not justiciable. Preamble plus fundamental duties plus DPSP. DPSP. These three are non-justiciable in nature. We cannot go to court in the violation of preamble or fundamental duties or DPSP.